I will call the Joint Government Oversight and Health and Human Services Committee meeting of February 10th to order. First item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next item is motion to adopt the agenda.
Romano adopts the agenda.
I have a motion by Commissioner Romano, supported by Commissioner Woino. Any discussion on the agenda? Seeing none, please vote. Where'd they go?
Commissioner Wallace and Woino, I didn't capture your vote.
Yes.
Motion passes 12-0.
Next item is approval of meeting minutes dated January 13th, 2026.
Motion to approve Van Sickle.
Support
I
permit.
have a motion by Commissioner Van Sickle, supported by Commissioner Koike. Any discussion on the meeting minutes? Seeing none, please vote.
Motion passes 12-0.
Thank you. Next item is our first of two public hearings. This is the opportunity for public participation for those to speak a maximum of 3 minutes on any agenda item. There'll be a second opportunity for public participation at the end of the meeting. Anyone from the public wish to be heard? Once, twice, gone. Thank you. Next is appointment interviews. Item A, B, C. That's it. I'll take a motion to refer to full board on all three.
Motion to forward to full board.
Support. I have a motion by Commissioner Groth, supported by Commissioner Howard. Next item, Human Services Board. First appointment is one vacancy, partial term to expire on October 31st, 2026. Karen Bathanti. Karen, would you like to speak? Where is she? There she is.
Good afternoon. Nice to see everybody. So the last time I was here, I went over my time. So I did prepare something, so I'm going to read from it. So good afternoon, and thank you for having me. It's great to see the Board of Commissioners here this afternoon. I'm Karen Bathanti, and I'm here today to encourage you and to support me in my application for the Health and Human Services Board. I'm a seasoned HR professional with experience in just many industries, including manufacturing, healthcare, and higher ed, also government. I served as the HR director here at our county. So during that tenure is when I became involved with the Martha T. Berry facility. And at that time, I also joined their foundation board. I believe I was one of the first board members, maybe in 11 or 12. That connection led me really to get involved with this board and the foundation and serve our men and women who call Martha T. Berry home. It's really my passion. That's something I feel very strongly about. I think it's really important to understand my background a little bit. Not only am I a human resources professional, but I believe I'm a very strong leader. I have good communication skills. I have served again on the Martha T. Berry Foundation Board, very active in my profession, and have been active in all kinds of nonprofits throughout my career. I feel I'm a good communicator, as I mentioned. I always like to ask the question, what problem are we trying to solve? I value simple and effective solution, and I really encourage collaboration, which I think is incredibly important when we serve on boards. Again, I believe that my proactive approach to problem solving, my passion for the work at Martha T. Berry and all of the departments that we serve in this county. I think I'm an excellent candidate. Again, my love and passion for the facility is really important to me, and I hope you consider my application today. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. When you ask the question, what problem are we attempting to solve, do you always get an answer?
Sometimes the wrong answer, but
Thank you.
at least we get an answer.
Seeing no other speakers, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next applicant for the Human Services Board, Sharnita Mangum. That was a wild one.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Sharnita Mangum. I have applied for the Commissioners' Division for the Health and Human Services. October 1st of 1999, I became a resident of Macomb County. Because of Macomb County and the resources that you provided is the reason why I stand before you today. I have been a resident that has used every resource possible from health to education, and I have become a great social worker because of Macomb County. Being a resident and a homeowner, along with my husband's in the process of becoming a county sheriff as we speak. We are take pride in our being a residents and being a social worker for mental health. And also I'm on the board for Macomb County Food Program, which we sponsor and we raise money for the insecure of foods for the community, for Macomb County's Community Action Center. So we work closely with Edward Scott and Joseph Cook to try to raise money to keep the food insecurity low as possible. Also, I'm on the board for Gianna House, which is a home and shelter for pregnant women, and Abigail Ministries. I serve as one of the social workers, just give my time to the girls to give them resources to be able to be self-sufficient with their babies. I'm currently at Regina High School right now as a school social worker, and sometimes I work for my little brother. He's the athletic director for Lance Cruise North, and I work the games with him to be able to network more with the community and work with students as well. One of the reasons why I wanted to be a part of this board, Mai Zong, she sat on the board with me, and just all the work that she have done for Macomb County, it just made me say, as a social worker, a mental health provider, and also a resident that used the resources, I can honestly say that what you're doing with the community as of today, it works. Because I wouldn't be standing in front of you today if I didn't have a county to work with me, a county to be able to educate my daughter, who is now in a student teaching at Regina High School, and give back to the Macomb County Head Start program as well. We just adopted a couple of children out of Miss Vanessa's class, and we also read to them during the reading month. And I just think I'll be a great fit, just knowing that what you guys produce out here in the world for the community, for the residents, it works because you have someone that's on your board that actually have received those services. Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no speakers, we'll move on to Southeast Michigan Council of Government, SEMCOG, executive appointment with board concurrence, one vacancy, alternate February 19, 2026 to indefinite. Vicky Rowinski. Vicky's not able to attend, so that'll be part of our referral. The next is Brownfield Redevelopment Authority, executive appointment with board concurrence, two vacancies, 3-year term to expire on January 31st, 2029. The two names are Ian McCain and Erika DeLange. So I see no speakers on either of those, so motion to refer to full board.
You got one here to speak.
Oh, I did see you. Okay, you can speak.
Not you, JP.
I did. I was looking at Andrew back there, that's why.
You want to speak for me? Thank you, John. Erika DeLange, Macomb County Ombudsperson for SMART. Thank you for your consideration of appointing me to the Macomb Brownfield Redevelopment Authority. I've been a resident of Macomb County since 1996 and have worked for the Macomb County Chamber and Leadership Macomb, have a love of Macomb County, and would love to be a part of this authority and help any new businesses connect to our resources, including transportation. So, thank you.
Thank you. We have a motion support to refer to full board. Please vote.
Motion passes 12-0.
Thank you. Next item is 7A, collective bargaining agreement, Police Officers Association of Michigan, Juvenile Justice Center, February 28, 2026 to December 31st, 2028. Motion to refer to full board.
Support.
Motion by Lucido, seconded by Commissioner Bueno. Carlin?
Hello, once again. Here today, we are presenting the ratification of the POAM Juvenile Justice Center Collective Bargaining Agreement. This bargaining agreement covers approximately 40 employees. The majority of them are full-time employees. We have a couple of part-time employees over there. As you've been on this journey with us through negotiations, this is a group that we previously had received a agreement with at the table, but the employees voted it down back in 2025. And so we went to mediation with this group, and through mediation, we were able to come to a settlement, which the employees have now ratified, and it is before you today to do so as well.
Thank you. We have a question, Commissioner Howard.
You actually answered most of them. Just quick question is how many bargaining agreements do we have left to this year? Because I know there was a couple outstanding.
Yes, we have 2 left.
2 left. And who are they again? Can you
Our
remind me?
boiler operators and our prosecuting attorneys.
Thank you. That's all, Chair.
Thank you. Seeing no other speakers, please vote.
Motion passes 12-0.
Thank you. Next item is 8A, resolutions. This is receive and file item pending appraisal, resolution 2025-14157, a resolution authorizing transfer of certain county real property to Macomb Community College. I need a motion to receive and file.
So moved. Support.
I have a motion by Commissioner Goyke, seconded by Commissioner Van Sickle. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
Motion passes 13-0.
Thank you. Well, it got to 13. Next is proclamations. I'll take a motion to refer 8A through 8D to the board for full support.
So moved.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Van Sickle, supported by Commissioner Howard. Proclamation A, a proclamation celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Romeo District Library Grudner Branch by Commissioner Goyke and Chairman Sabatini. A proclamation honoring Sterling Heights Police Officer Matt Vigorando, that was close, for saving the life of a child, Commissioner Romano, Board Chair Sabatini. Proclamation honoring Sterling Heights Police Officer Edward Tala for saving the life of a child, Commissioner Romano, Chair Sabatini, and a proclamation celebrating Anchor Bay Chamber of Commerce 50th anniversary, Commissioner Kraft and Chair Sabatini. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
Chair, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Can we add Commissioner Van Sickle on to that, if he doesn't object, excuse me, to that Sterling Heights proclamations for the 2 police officers?
Yes.
Thank you, that's all.
Thank you. Please vote.
Motion passes 13-0.
Thank you. Next item is 10A, B, and C, a motion to receive and file.
So moved.
Support Zinner.
Motion by Commissioner Romano, supported by Commissioner Zinner. Older Adult Advisory Committee 2024-25 end of term report. Washington Board of Commissioners Resolution 26-012, a resolution in support of House Bills 5152, 5153. Washtenaw County Board of Commissioners resolution opposing ballot proposals that would impose documentary proof of citizenship requirement and create barriers to voting in Michigan. Our policy is when we receive these documentations from other entities in government is to receive and file, not to comment on them. So I'll take a vote to receive and file.
So moved.
Support, Zinner.
Oh, we already did that.
Yeah.
Okay, please
Vote
vote.
now. Oh, hi, who are you? You do the
Commissioner
get away
Goike,
with
the
it.
system didn't capture your vote. Motion passes 13-0.
Thank you. Next, it is with pleasure I'll refer the gavel over to Health and Human Services Committee Chair, Commissioner Lucido.
Thank you, Chair. All right, let's see. And I will open the Health and Human Service Committee meeting, and we will start with item 12, which is presentations. And can I get a motion to receive and file A and B?
So moved.
Zinner will support.
All right, I got a motion by Hall, support by Van Sickle, and how are you today?
Outstanding. Thank you, Commissioner.
All right, we have
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Director Evans here to give us a presentation.
Let's talk about the good news first. We continue to be strong in our census at 97.2%. The Macomb average is about 81.9%, Wayne 75.8, and Oakland 70.5. The state average is 76.9. We talked about this in years past, but for those of you that are new, I do want to share this information about the trending in long-term care. For those that have heard it before, thank you for your patience while I go through it once again. Nursing homes across the country actually are diminishing. If you take a look at what's happened in the last roughly 10 years, we've lost close to 1,000 facilities across the country. We lost a few of them just in our own backyard in the last couple of years. This is a trend not just in Michigan, but across the country. This is the Kaiser Family Foundation research that saw that. The biggest reason is what we talked about as well, and that is reimbursement. Reimbursement is based on 2 years prior with no inflationary adjustments. So essentially, the reimbursement structure, now that's not just for county medical care facilities, it's also for the for-profit sector as well as the not-for-profit sector, is that the system is designed to bankrupt you if you don't have additional money. It is just a design in that way. So it's 2 years ago looking at Medicaid, and they expect you to come up with other money. And we've talked about this for a while, but a recent study actually came out of HHS said that 82 cents per every dollar of reported cost of nursing homes is what is being currently reimbursed. So it's important to recognize that your safety net, Martha T. Berry, is more important than ever. Some might say, well, we have a lot of other programs that are out there like assisted living. Yes, we do. We have daycare, home care. That actually, those are other viable programs, the PACE programs. The challenge is they're all vying, as well as the hospitals, for the same staff that is diminishing. So when we're looking at getting what they call a waiver for some of our residents to go into an assisted living with Medicaid, they say, no, we're out of waiver slots. To be direct and clear on it, the state of Michigan says they have unlimited waiver slots. But what's happening at the local level is they can't find staff to care for them in those waiver slots. So it's a real issue. And we won't solve that immediately, but I just want you to be fully aware that as we move on, your safety net is so important. Now, when we talk about us being an enterprise fund, I'm going to be sharing some sad news with you, but it's not a surprise to us. We talk a little bit about how they look at us and do a 2-year look back, and if we do really, really well, they say, thank you, we're going to cut your rate. Well, in our case, we did really, really well, and they're not only cut our rate, but now they're asking for $1.2 million back this year. Now, you might go, that's horrible, it's crazy. For us, that's Tuesday. I just want you to be aware, it's not a surprise to us. We considered when we got the money in from the certified public expenditure, we set that money aside because we knew that we couldn't spend the money. That to us was monopoly money. We hoped in some way the reimbursement would change, and this actually ended up netting out to about 980,000, I think is what they're taking back from us. So this is the kind of stuff that we deal with every few years as we do better and worse as we reapportion where money comes and goes. We talked about the ebbs and flows of the skilled facility and how we have to manage this. This comes at a really bad time for us. Like any time taking away $1 million comes at a good time. But we are better prepared for it because we set the money aside with expectation that we have to pay it back. We also are taking care of the elevator process. Thank you so much for your support on that. That money will be coming in September, but I believe that that F&O has already come forward with a couple of contracts that they're working with us on to get that started. Our budget end of year remains strong. If you took a look at that, this was the end of year. We do have, again, because we're an enterprise fund and not in appropriations, you know, for appropriations, you stop it and that's at the end and it's done and you start a new year. For us, we have adjustments we have to make. And, you know, the last thing that we actually put into our final adjustments would be the actuaries from OPEB and pension that we usually get around June or so. But as you can see, our operating income before non-operating expenses actually looked pretty good. We had budgeted for $607,000. We ended up with about $500,000 for year to date. That'll improve a little bit when we make our annual adjustments. But if you take a look at the non-operating expenses of 1.3, that is the OPEB debt, which is significant and onerous. We're not going to get into that today. And we already just talked about that. But two of these items, and for sake of speed, what we're going to do is talk about the last item on there. We talked about one of the challenges of the audit is they looked at some of the OPEB when they refinanced it. The state auditor said, and Plant Moran concurred, that it was what they called inappropriate borrowings against the facility. So they disallowed the $700,000 plus borrowing against us. Even though we currently have that as debt put on us, we can't expense or benefit from the expense of that. So I just want again, the board to be aware of that, the county commission to be aware of that. Again, our team is working with F&O, got a great relationship with them. They're working with our maintenance manager, Jeff Mader, on working through some of the processes and the initial look through. We did a walkthrough with the county's consultant and that contract to review and to put the bids out through F&O is moving forward. We do expect, we've actually, I believe we set them up as a vendor already, so that when the time comes when they actually produce a invoice to us, we'll be able to pay that. And we'll just keep that aside for when the money comes in. We already talked with the treasurer's office about that process. They're going to put that in a discrete fund for us when it comes in, and then we'll be reconciling to the penny that. It's also an interest-bearing account, which means that'll be helpful a little bit on that money as we go through that. We're expecting that project to go into next year as well, and maybe the year after. We're not quite certain. And just a reminder to the county commissioners that it is going to add a little bit of expense because of the process. The process that the county has does add expense, but it's also added insurance for the commissioners. So I want you to be aware that I'm aware of it, and also just a reminder that the 4.1 is not going to come close to paying for the entire amount of it, because the treasurer was concerned that that we would have cost overruns on that 4.1. I said, the commission is aware that this isn't paying for it all. So I just want to keep that in front of the commissioners, not because of anything other than, well, how come you couldn't do it for that? Well, we knew when we started we couldn't do it for that. So I just wanted to remind the commissioners of that because the treasurer was not aware of it. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page moving forward. We received a small check from a family member who we cared for their loved one, and I like to share those with you from time to time. It's a reminder of why we do what we do, and I'm grateful for those small appreciations that come from the family members. We hadn't talked about our 4-star rating. We're still a 4-star overall, and we're a 4-star in long stay quality measures. We're working with the federal government, actually through our associations, to try and get more of the non-traditional Medicare involved in these numbers. Right now, they're looking only at traditional Medicare, and they just started saying, well, let's take a look at the Medicare Advantage plans. We're far more efficient on the Medicare Advantage plans because the people that are in the traditional Medicare are heavy utilizers of that program. So we have just a few people on that, and they go back to the hospital a lot, which drops our rating. And we want them to take a look at the whole picture of what we do. So our overall health, quality measure number is low because that is so heavily weighted. Our long stay is great, but overall, in quality measures, it's low, but still our overall numbers are high, if that makes any sense. Probably not. But what I will say is we're a 4-star facility, according to the federal government. We're pleased with that, and if we have a good survey here, we have a possibility of getting to 5-star this year. Again, I have another thank you note, because it's always nice to end on a thank you from others. And then, of course, we're so grateful for you and for the support with the millage, and we will put it to good use.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Commissioner Hall, did you have something?
No, I did
Okay.
not.
I see no speakers, so I think you're all set today.
Wow.
You got off easy. You know, normally it's like,
Thank you.
all right. You run while you have the chance.
What do you say to a 4-star general?
That's right. There you go. All right, and now at this time, we will bring up Laura Rios for our Veterans Service Report. Is she here?
No.
No? All right. Then at that time, can we please vote on A and B?
Motion passes 13-0.
Thank you. Moving on to item 13, which is department recommendations. We'll start with item A, which is a budget amendment, Macomb Community Action. Great Start Readiness Program 2026 in the amount of $77,130.55. Can I get a motion to recommend a full board?
So moved.
Support, Perna.
All right, I have a motion by Van Sickle and support by Perna. And we have Linda Azar here. Hello, how are you?
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you, Commissioners. What you have before you is a budget amendment to increase the Macomb Community Action 2026 Great Start Readiness Program funding by $77,130.55. This is due to a state of Michigan increase, and they basically increase it per slot. So the per slot increase equates to $6,390 per student. These funds will be used to support operating costs.
All right, and we do have a question, Commissioner Howard.
Don't have a particular question. My oldest daughter, she's 8, and she went through the GSRP program. I just want to talk about it's just such a great program. As a proud dad, I'll brag that she is reading in the 99th percentile above all of our other other kiddos her age, and testing for math well beyond the year. She's in 3rd grade and she's testing for math well beyond. I think the GSRP programs were instrumental in giving her a head start.
Thank
And
you
so
for sharing
just want to
that.
thank you for your work.
All right, seeing no other speakers, I think we're all set. Thank you. Can we please vote?
Motion passes 13-0.
All right, now we're going to move on to item B, which is a budget amendment, Health Grants Fund, fiscal year 2026, MDHHS, CBC, LHD grant for CO 2026 by non-special project requests in the amount of $134,059. Can I get a motion to recommend a full board?
So moved.
I have a motion by Hahn, a support by Wallace. We have Andrew here to speak on this item.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Thanks for having me. The first item on the agenda, for at least that I'm going to be speaking to, is this first grant. We were successful in going after additional grant dollars to support a few projects. The big one is going to be conference AV equipment, so speakers, microphones in our shared conference space, mainly at the VERC building and in some of our conference rooms that lack that. So we were very excited to get creative and get additional grant dollars in the amount of $134,059. So we continue to look at creative ways that we can look at improving our spaces with technology that can be repurposed and reused in case there were a new VERC building that were to be built in the future. So I'd be happy to answer any questions.
All right. Seeing no questions, we'll move on to item C and D, which C is a contract with the Board of Trustees, Michigan State University Budget Administrative Agreement for the Michigan State University Extension in the amount of $672,747, and a budget amendment for Michigan State University Extension, Financial and Home Ownership Program Instructor in the amount of $73,229. Can I get a motion to recommend these to full board? I have a motion by Wallace and support by Howard. So you can speak on both of them.
Sure. Thank you, Commissioner. These two items in front of you are tied together. The first is the contract that we're seeking approval for our contract, annual contract with MSU Extension. It was a little bit delayed just because we were negotiating changes in the program. So the department came to me and we had discussions with our district director, Christy Evans, who's currently on leave right now. I do have her covering, who was a former district director for MSU Extension right here, but is currently the district director in Wayne County, Richard Wooten, in case there's any questions about the programming or anything specific to MSU Extension. But this contract, the main difference is what we're looking at doing is shifting a current position, county position. The county employee retired from the county, and we had an opportunity to realign program needs for the department. And so we're looking at turning that administrative supportive position, it's office assistant position that was a county position, into a contract position through MSU Extension to do financial empowerment, home ownership. This program's already in existence. It's quite busy, quite utilized. And this would be able to secure that position for first-time home buyers. I was just talking to Richard Wooten today about this and the success, and it sounds like over 50% of those that attend the courses and classes go on to purchase their first home, which is great. Great work that you've heard me speak on this before, how crucial and critical this is for our county residents to be able to put them in a financial stable position. And so we were looking at creating that instructor position out of this. We're asking that the head count be reduced by 1 for the FTE count for the department, and shifting that to the contract dollars. There's no additional dollars that we're asking for, so it's budget neutral. We're just amending those dollars to the contractual to be able to keep this program going. I'd be happy to answer any questions, Commissioner. Thank you.
Commissioner Goyke.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, sir, for coming. That program, I feel, is a pretty good program. It started over 10 years ago on that. My question, though, for us on the board would be, is this going to a county employee or a contract employee? That, so they'll be with our benefits and stuff, or is just this?
No, their benefit package would be all through MSU Extension. So they would be an MSU
so it's a state
employee.
Employee then?
MSU employee, yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Yep. I wanted to know.
All right. Seeing no other speakers, can we please vote?
Motion passes 13-0.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you very much. At this time, I will open it up for public participation with a 3-minute max per speaker. This is an opportunity for anyone from the public to speak on any issue. Is anyone interested in speaking? All right, someone coming. Hello, how are you?
This is my first time here. My name is Patricia Frankfurt, and
Patricia, can you just move the mic down just a little bit? See right there? Yep, just so we can hear you better. Thank you.
I just want to thank the board. I'm an emotional person, as these guys know. I want to thank you guys very much for supporting Martha T. Berry, for putting in their HVAC system and doing their elevators. My mother was just put there 3 weeks ago because of a freak accident at home. My mother-in-law was there around 9 years ago, and Kevin Evans has done such a wonderful job to that place. I've seen the changes in there and how the people really care. And I'm just thankful, and I think the board should really support Martha T. Berry, because you never really know when you or a loved one might need the place. And my mother, this isn't my first rodeo at nursing homes, but I will say from other facilities that I've been to, people from other facilities speak very, very highly of Martha T. Berry. I mean, very highly. And I want to thank you for really supporting them. And I think if you haven't toured the place, I think you guys should really go and tour the place and see what a wonderful facility it is. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, anyone else from the public wish to speak at this time? Seeing none, we will close public participation and move on to commissioner comments. Commissioner Wallace.
Okay, so one, sorry for my tardiness today, but I had the opportunity, our MAC board had the opportunity to meet with our Attorney General, and she spoke on a lot of things, but a couple that I wanted to bring back. Well, one that I wanted to bring back was her eagerness to do a town hall with us to make our county aware of the data centers, which we kind of spoke about a little bit, which I think would be a good opportunity just to, educate ourselves as well as our constituents. But also, one of the cases that she has been working on and does not think is going to even get to the point before she is out of her seat is one that we've talked about a lot, and that is like the PMOS and issues with our lakes. It's a constant fight. But just so we all know that it is a fight on the state level as well as our county level, that we're all trying to get justice for our constituents and our lakes. And so those are a couple of things that I just wanted to bring up, as well as I have this stack of cards, so please share amongst yourselves. Yeah, it's just like our website and stuff for fraud and things like that. So please take some, and that's it.
Thank you. Commissioner Zinner.
I tried to withdraw it, but I
Okay.
ended up with it twice, so I can't get it off. Good luck.
All right. And seeing no other speakers,
Motion to adjourn?
I have a motion by Commissioner Wallace and supported by Commissioner Howard.
No. Are we voting?
Can we please vote?
Uh-oh.
Well, your motion was loud enough.
I didn't hear it.
Motion passes 13 to 0.